Hey, it's a dark episode for July the 16th, 2023. Take two, because take one was just way too risque. So I'm going with take two. I I we had a good meeting today. A meeting that we chatted about a lot of things. We chatted about what was happening with Ja's medical, with her kind of setting up things for her taking this course and how we were going to support her. We did a chat about what's happening in the event that Jackie is passing away and what we can do to help that. And I think that was a good, productive thing. And then for very late at the end, we chatted about kind of garden plans. And, that took us through a fairly good number of levels there. And that was a good discussion to have. And that did take a good hunk of time. That was like a long discussion. We did that. I went and did groceries. I weeded a whole shit ton in the corner and did a little bit of chiseling out of stuff. I listened to more of Sandy Hook, because I'm just trying to do at least a chapter today, and I may have done more than that because I was doing the gardening. And that was actually not a bad combination, because Sandy Hook is a very heavy book, and doing something very physical while you're listening to it is not a bad thing, because that is tough material. So yeah, I did that. I had a little abbreviated session in my office where I did some doodling, and I chatted with a fellow on DA, or a person on DA. And that was interesting and titillating, I guess. Actually, I had a couple of encounters. One was with the fellow that I was sent a picture which they were in a mask, and it was kind of, I think it's one of these things of, it's interesting. I'm dealing with people who have desires that can be like, a rubber mask in art can look quite beautiful, but a rubber mask in actuality can look kind of disturbing. And I'm slightly struggling with that, slightly freaked out about that at the moment. I don't know if freaked out, but just like, oh. Yeah, it's an interesting other level of, probably people like myself who have desires that are not really as realized as they are in our minds. Let's put it that way. And I think I'm fairly firm on I'm just keeping it in my minds, and there's people who are definitely crossing over into the trying to make real expressions. And that might just make me a coward. I'm not quite sure. But that's where I'm at, and where they are is different. So that's interesting. So that was interesting. Yeah. Because I don't want to get into, you suddenly get into a panic where you start seeing demons and serial killers everywhere, which is most definitely not what I have. Yeah, yeah. So that was interesting as well. And obviously, I watched some Star Trek. That was okay. I'm not as enthusiastic about it as some of the people I've been listening to talk about it. Which has got its own frustrations. You just want someone to agree with you, I guess. And but it's also good to listen to people who don't agree with you and see if you can, because it'd be nice to enjoy it more, and maybe that'll come. Yeah. So I'm a very in the head kind of person, which isn't surprising, I guess. And that gets reflected in my sexuality and in my choice of Star Trek fiction. um, yeah. So I guess that's my day today. All right, I'm going to go upstairs, probably do a very hurried journal entry, and head off to bed. More videos later.